everyone, before we get into today's video, I just want to let you all know that there is spoilers within the game footage that you will be seeing and within the review itself. So if you have not played Tears of the Kingdom yet, play at least the intro, that way you see what I'm talking about, or if you don't want to play the game, watch a playthrough of the first part of the game. So with that being said, enjoy the video. The steady passage of time creates a rift, a divide from one generation to the next. Zelda games originally appearing on the market February 21st, 1986, created a new culture of gamers. People who fell in love with a story and enriched characters. The passage of time and its divide created new Zelda games, new pieces of history to observe and consume. Time moves on, things get more advanced, and so do the storylines of the games that were once very basic, yet still ahead of their time. What's going on, you guys? It's your huggable hipster here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be diving into part 1 of my review of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Thought I'd wear the shirt to match the occasion, and I have the poster in the background. I'm ready. Can't you tell? I'm like SpongeBob SquarePants. I'm ready. Tears of the Kingdom brings back a sweetly missed nostalgia, filling the world with new puzzles, abilities, and more focused storyline than Breath of the Wild. Unlike Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom greets players with entrancing cutscenes and a feel that I haven't experienced since Wind Waker. With 5.3 hours so far in my playthrough and completing the introduction of the game, I can confirm that this Zelda title isn't like Breath of the Wild or any other really, but better in the sense that it gives you far more for the money you've spent on the game. This game doesn't feel empty, it feels full of life and greeted me with an amazing opening cutscene that made this Zelda title more tangible and easier to enjoy. The characters made me feel something. Instead of seeing Zelda as someone that the player needs to save, we see her as a multifaceted character with depth. The beautifully done cutscenes took me back to the roots of what Zelda is, a rich story of balancing good and evil. Which is what I expected from a Zelda game. I mean, you're always going to have to fight Ganon in some capacity when it comes to a Zelda title. Ganon will always be involved to some degree because there is a yin and a yang. There is a balance that needs to be kept, much like the Batman and Joker. I remember, I think it was in The Killing Joke, that the Joker said, "I can't live without you. I can't live without the Batman." It's the same thing that we got going on here. Zelda and Link cannot live without Ganon and vice versa. In this game's story, however, with Tears of the Kingdom, the way the story is approached is vastly different than Breath of the Wild in the sense that we're seeing an end, a deterioration of Link, if you will. Throughout my time playing Tears of the Kingdom, I noticed something interesting. Link's arm in the very beginning of the game is badly damaged and gets replaced by Raru's. Link is deteriorating. He's coming to an end. Link is supposed to be a representation of strength and beating the odds. Everything at some point comes to an end. Every story has a point in which the characters have lived out their journey to the extent that it was supposed to / needed to be. The way the game is progressing so far leads me to believe that the Zelda games may be coming to a close at some point soon. I know it's not something fans want to necessarily hear, but the way the vibe of the game is going and the way that I'm experiencing the story, it has a very end of franchise feel to it. Maybe not this Zelda game, but maybe within the next game or two, we might start to see the close of the Zelda franchise. That's my theory. I don't know what anybody else thinks. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. I did not expect to love Tears of the Kingdom as much as I do so far. My experience with Breath of the Wild was somewhat dull to go through, with a sprinkling of memorable moments. Tears of the Kingdom thus far has a more impactful experience that grew with every chapter, every bit that I got forward in the game. The shrines were a lot more fun and all the abilities that are added, my favorite being Ascension. Ascension tool was probably one of the most beneficial tools I've ever seen in a game. Oh, but I would have given to have had this in Breath of the Wild. Things don't feel rushed or forced. This installment of Zelda and Link's story feels more unified in its endeavors to bring something special to what the games are and what they represent. My journey is far from done with Tears of the Kingdom. I feel this game is the final draft and Breath of the Wild was, in a sense, a rough copy. There will always be a Ganon. There will always be something that needs to be fought for. And for the first time in years, I feel a Zelda game beautifully captures a story of strength, persistence, and well-timed hilarity. Now, I don't normally release reviews on a Sunday, but I really want to get this review out to you guys soon because I'm going to be releasing Diablo 4 on Friday, which is the 1st, and then after that, we're going to be going into the Starfield review. But I hope you guys enjoyed the first part of my review of Tears of the Kingdom. I'm not sure when the second part will be up, considering the fact that this is a very huge game. So it might be on next year, or if I can get it done sooner, it might be out at the end of next month. But if you guys like my face and what I do, please be sure to subscribe and hit that bell down below. I make videos every day here on YouTube. May you find your worth in the waking world, dear hunter. Stay casually nerdy, and I will see you all in the next video. Umbasa.